Very good morning, guys. Sir, volume bench. Okay. So last day we just been done with the register and login functionalities, right? Yeah, we're done with the register. We're done with the login also. Actually, what we're planning is we're planning um, on the layout. We are just expecting like a login and register buttons to be coming on the right side, right? And also, if the user is already logged in, what should come? Username and logout button should come. So that's what exactly we want. Okay, we'll do it. Guys. Okay, providing login, register, and logout links. So how do you do that? First thing I said, project name link will come. Delete of the link, I said. Okay, that not required. And here we added this third one. What? Customer, display customers. We added customer and display customers. Okay. So once you add the customer and display customers, automatically you'll be getting up the customer and the display customer link there. Fine. What next? We just want this option now. What? The login and the register. I want to login and register when the user is not logged in. When the user is not logged in. If the user is already logged in, okay. First, understand you have an unordered list here. Watch it. You have an unordered list. Now bar now flex hyphen grow means automatically it will grow accordingly. See, we are going to use one more unordered list here. So this unordered list ends here now. In the same div, I'm using another unordered list. But this is going to come in the right hand side now because we used a different attribute here, ML-auto. Now this is going to come on the right hand side now. It comes on the right side. And what do you want? I want to place the two list items. What? Watch here. Controller, account, action, register, account, and login. Same things only, just copy pasted there, that's it. See here, we have an unordered list and this is a separate unordered list again now. This comes on the left-hand side and this comes on the right-hand side. Run it. See that. You have register and login buttons now. So when you click on login, it will take you to the login. When you click on the register, it will take you to register. Anyhow, it's a layout because these two will automatically come every time now. But guys, if I'm logged in, still is it low? Still is the voice low? Online students, is the voice still low? Voice వినిపించట్లేదంట ఆన్లైన్. Check it out, guys. Can you check it out? Is the voice low? Now good? Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now, how do I verify whether the user is logged in or not? Did you understand me? How do I know whether the user is logged in or not? See, for all you want to check the user is logged in or not, you can take the help of the sign-in manager again now. Last class we discussed about two classes, user manager, sign-in manager. You can take the help of the sign-in manager. It has a method. And you pass the user, automatically it will tell you whether the user is signed in. A Boolean. It's a Boolean. If it is true, user is signed in, otherwise false. But remember, sign-in manager, login manager, and user manager yesterday, we injected into our class in the form of a dependency injection. Directly we did not create an instance. We injected in the form of a dependency injection. Now also, the same thing only you should do. What? You should inject the sign-in manager. What to do? You should inject the sign-in manager. Inject the sign-in manager. But sign-in manager is giving an error because of the namespace. I did not prefix the namespace. So go for importing the namespace. What is the namespace? Microsoft.asp.NET Core identity is the namespace what we have. Are you clear? So import the appropriate namespace. So where to import? View imports. All imports will be in the view imports, right? So go to view imports, and in the view imports, try to import it. So first go to the view imports file. Where is it? Yes, the view imports. And here, I'm importing this one. Okay. And guys, once I import it here, now in the layout, there is already. There is result here now. It takes a bit time, that's all. So what is the name of the instance? That only I am using now. What? Here, we'll add a small if condition, guys. What is the if condition? If sign-in manager is signed in. Who? The user. If the user is signed in, okay, then don't show these two options now. Don't show these two options. Else, then want to see this too. The user is signed in. Don't show me log out and the username. So log out and the username. Guys, for that also, I'm adding two more hyperlinks there. Watch. First link. What is the first link? User.identity.name will bring you the name of the user. User.identity.name will bring the name of the user. And see, even though I use the anchor tag here, it should not be a hyperlink. It should not be a hyperlink. And no worries, I did not use the controller. Watch it. I did not use, see for this, I used an anchor tag, but I did not use a controller and action method now. Because these two attributes are not present, it is non-clickable. You can't click on that. It won't behave like a link now, but it'll show you the name, but you can't click on this. But when you come to the next links, all of them you can click because you have a array. These two will add you action attribute here. href is equals to, that will add you href. But in the first case, href is not there now. So it's a normal static text. It behaves like a normal static text. Watch it. Are you logged in now? No. Because you're not logged in now, what you will see? Login and register. Shall I log in? Yeah, I just created one user with the name m.bangar Raju and password given Raju@1024. Click login. Watch. I got the username here and the logout. So when you click on the logout, what should happen? Sign out from the application now. When you click on the logout, it has to sign out from the application. You require to write the action method. You did not write. You did not write here. Account, logout. Okay, let's write a logout method. So go to account controller. This is for login. Just a minute. Declarations and constructor. Next. This is for register. And this is for login. Logout. Hey, logout is simple code here. Don't require to do anything. Just simply logout. You don't require get and post methods for this. You don't require a get and post methods. Simply when the user clicks on the logout, it has to simply sign out of the application. That's all. Very simple code. Watch. That's all. Just calling logout. What is the method name? Again, the same class only. Sign in manager. Sign out async. Redirect to login. Once you are logged out, again will be redirected to login there. That's it. Correct? Login. Click on login and you see here the name and logout. Now when you click on logout, again you came up to login. Is that clear? Again you're back in the login page. So now no need to go and type anything in the address bar here. There's no need of typing anything in the address bar. Directly you have all the links available here. So click on the login will take you to login. Click on the register will take you to register. Customers will take you to the customers link. Are you clear? Okay. So we are done with this now. The next. When I click on the customers, it's going to open me the customer. When I click on the view, showing me the customer data. Oh, day before yesterday, for understanding about exceptions, we threw an exception there. That's why we got the error. So let me delete that line. To understand server errors, we added that code there. Yeah, view, just opening. But now when I click on the add, it is going to open this window for adding a new customer, right? But should not open. Why it should not open? Because I am not authenticated. Because I am not authenticated. I want only a valid user to perform an add or edit or a delete. For a display, I don't have any restrictions. I want the restrictions only for these actions. Are you clear? Okay, they should be authenticated. First, they should be authenticated for performing this particular action. Means only, simply speaking, only authorized users. Only authorized users means those who logged into the application can access them. Did you understand me or not? Only authorized users, that is, who logged into the application can access them. How to do? You already learned here, authorized attribute. You remember? We learned about the authorized attribute. We can just use that authorized attribute here now. Go to customer controller, and on the top of your add customer, on the top of the add customer, write down what? Authorize. And same do it on the top of edit customer also, and on the top of delete customer also. Add on the top of all the three. And you remember, once you use authorize here, the first two methods are anonymous access now. The first are anonymous access. Second option, you can write authorize on the top of the class. If you write them, then on the top of the two methods, you require to write allow anonymous. Otherwise, by default, they're allow anonymous only now. Okay? But can I write on the top of the class allow anonymous? Remember, you cannot write allow anonymous on the top of the class. If you write, even though you say authorize also, all methods will run an anonymous authentication. I've shown you that practically. Don't use allow anonymous on the class. You can use authorize on a class, but not allow anonymous on a class. Okay? So, fine. You can just run this now. Click on customers. There is no restriction for display customers. View is also launching. Now click on add. Checkout. You went off to login page now. Okay, you click on edit. You click on delete. All these actions will take you to the login page. Until and unless you are logged in, you cannot do any action at all. Okay, so we'll click on add button now. We'll click on the add button. Okay, now I'm just going to log in. Okay, after clicking on the login, now again, I'll go to add. Now I want to add a new record, 105, some name. Okay, some 15,000, Kolkata. Save. Because right now I already logged into my application. I can do all the activities here. Are you clear? Okay, so edit will work. I want to change it now. Edit. Clear? So whatever you want to edit, you can just edit up over there. I can edit anything because edit will work, and also delete will work. Edit works as well as delete also will work for you in this now. Am I clear, guys? Yes or not? So this is authorization. But here you noticed a small problem, not an error, just a problem. What is the problem? Look, guys. What's this? You're just going to have the list of values here. Now, am I logged in user? Yes, I can see here. Now I said log out. I'm logged out. Now I'll go to add customer. When I click on the add customer, concentrate on this. When I click on the add customer, what opened? Now I'll log in. After login, where it has to take? Add customer now. But have you noticed it did not take to add customer earlier? Where it has taken? Why, sir? Why it has taken to home page? It has taken to home page because in our login yesterday, we written the code that only. Yesterday in the login, what did you write here? You written the code to take to home page only. Check it out. In the login yesterday, once the login action is completed, are you clear? You said redirect to action, index, home. Okay. But actually, where it has to take you? It has to take to add. It has to take to add. Okay. Once again, watch it. What's the URL in the address bar, guys? Customer, display customer. Okay, fine. Now I click on add. All of you observe the URL. Observe the URL. Where the URL account login, but it is appending a value. See, return URL, customer add, or what are these percentage or the spaces and all going to be replaced with the appropriate thing. So if you want to see this correctly, go to in the browser here, just to search for URL decoder. URL decoder. It's an encrypted URL there. So URL decoder, you'll find so many links here. Click on any link, paste your URL there. And at the bottom, you can see the decoded URL. Is actually here we are seeing in the place of equal is a slash is showing a percentile to F. That's why you're not able to see that correctly. So here we got the decoded URL. So this is what is the meaning? Array, after the account login, the return URL should be back to customer, add customer now. Are you clear? So that is why it is going to add you that information there. It is going to add you that information. Okay, we'll tell you. Authorization. This refers to the process that determines what a user can do. For example, in a library management application, an administrator user can create a document library, add document, edit document, and delete them. A non-administrator user working with the library is only authorized to read the documents, but he cannot add or delete now. Same way, every user can view the customers, but cannot add, edit, and delete the customer now. That only done now. Viewing is possible to every user now. But what is not possible? Adding, updating, deleting. If you want to add or update or delete, you should be a authenticated user. Only authenticated users can perform these actions here. Is it clearer or not? Only authenticated users can perform this particular action. However, authorization requires an authentication mechanism first. Authentication is a process of asserting who a user is. Now, let's implement authorization in our application so that only logged in users can perform edit, insert, and delete operations on customer, whereas all other users can view the customer data. And to do this, use the authorized attribute. By using the authorized attribute, we can specify that the action method is accessible only to authorized user. And to test that, go to customer controller class and top of add customer, get method, edit customer, delete customer, add the authorize. Do this. Now, run the application and try to access the above 3 action methods without signing into the application, which will redirect you to login page. Next, without using authorized attribute on each method, we can use it directly on the controller class also, so that all action methods in the class can access only by authorization. And in this case, if you want to provide anonymous access to any of the methods, we can use allow anonymous on the top of the method. You do anyway. Other option on the top of the class, right? Authorize. Now on top of display customer, write allow anonymous. No need to write anything on the top of the add, edit, and delete now. Why? Already on the top of the class we are applying as authorize. You can do anyways. Already explained this concept to you in your MVC 5 with the same two things only. Authorize, allow anonymous attributes. Okay. See, allow anonymous attribute bypasses all authorization statements. If we combine allow anonymous and authorize attribute, then authorize attribute is ignored. What is that? This is what I said to you. For example, if you apply allow anonymous at controller level, any authorized attribute on the controller action method will be ignored. Showing you also this practically. Don't use allow anonymous on the controller. If you use, it will bypass authorize. Authorize will not work. Reverse can be done. What is it? Authorize on the top, allow anonymous on the top of the method. That don't use allow anonymous on the top of the class. Authorize is bypassed here. So be careful. Okay. Yeah. If you want to apply authorization on all the controllers, if you want to apply authorization on all the controllers, global, you can apply global filter now. How? Then without applying it in each and every controller, we can do it in startup.cs file. We can do it in the startup.cs file for ASP.NET Core 5.0 and program in ASP.NET Core 6.0 and above. 6.0 and above. So see, you can tomorrow have multiple controllers here. Without writing on the top of every controller, what you can do? Application level you can do. How to do? Services dot add controller with views. We remember that method or not? Yes or not? So this method only, services dot add controller with views. This method, we need to rewrite that. How you know? Watch. This is to configure MVC. There only, for that only we should write. What? Configure authorization policy builder dot require authenticated user dot build, and afterwards configures dot global filtering. Global is a filter only now. Authentication filter, authorization filter, all these we learned in filters class only. So this filter is applied now application level. You can apply the filter in the application level, and once you apply it application level, what happens? It applies to all. Are you getting me? Shall we try it application level? Okay, watch. We'll try application level now. What we'll do? Go to customer controller, delete authorize here. Delete authorize. What will you do? Go to program class. Go to program class. Yeah, look at this, guys. Builder dot services dot views options. Okay, which method? Add controller with views. Add controller with views. So there, you just require to write this. No, here it is not. What? Name can be anything here. Okay, I said options here. So here also should write options only there. That's all. You can use any name, no problem. I used to configure there, configure. If I use options here, options here. That's it. Yeah, you're authorizing now. So now you're applying the filter application level. Do you know what is the problem now? None of the code will run now. Project won't run at all. Why? You asked for authorization policy now. So every method will ask you for authorization now. Yes or not? Let's run the code. You know what happened? Query string is too long. Why, sir? Query string has a size restriction. You learned already query string has size restriction 2048 character. That's all. It cannot exceed more than that. So open URL decode. Paste that URL here and see now what is happening. See guys, what is happening? What is happening? Account login. It is redirecting to account login again now. Array, you are an authorization policy. You opened a home index. Home index will take you to account login. Correct? Account login is again calling account login now. Why, sir? Because you said authorization required for all the controllers now. So what happens? The whole application keeps on looping. Account login, account login, account login keeps on. Once the size becomes going to be 2048 characters, it is telling you, alright, too long query string now. I cannot process it. I cannot process it correctly. So that is a problem what you will be facing in this case. So nothing will open. Now answer my question. What? Do you want authentication for home controller? Come on. Do you want the authentication for home controller? No, I don't want authentication for a home controller. Let the home controller or a home page doesn't require authentication here. I don't want authentication for a home controller. So home should open directly now. Yes or not? So let us go to home controller. On the top of it, let us simply say allow anonymous. Allow anonymous. So once I say on the top of the class applies to all the action methods now. Working. Now I'll click on login. Same problem will repeat now. What problem? Login keeps calling login, login, login again. See? Same problem again. How to fix this, sir? Array, for account controller also, we don't want authentication. Account controller is basically going to do that only. So on the top of the account controller also, we should use 11. Home controller, account. But when you come to customer controller, error controller, all of them requires authentication. All of them requires the authentication. Okay. I'm saying you multiple options here. Tomorrow, you have 10 controllers in the project. 2 requires anonymous access. 8 requires authenticated. Follow this process. No. 8 should run in 11 anonymous. 2 requires authentication. Then follow the previous one now. Which one? I'm showing you both options to you. Depends. How many? If maximum requires authentication, control application level. No. Only few requires authentication, then controller level, page level of the controller level. That's it. Okay, that's how you decide. But now I applied you application level. So these 2 doesn't require authentication. So I'm just putting on the top of these 2 classes. So run them now. Login. I hope you're required to do this in an error controller also. You need to do this in error controller also. Why? If you give a wrong URL, error controller should open now. So in this scenario, frankly speaking, application level is not a wise choice, but you're doing it. But application level is not the correct option. Why? 3 requires anonymous access and 1 requires authenticated access. And for this, you're applying this controller level now. That's wrong. Okay, let's leave it. But tomorrow, it's not only 1 controller now. Going forward, our application can have multiple controllers now. All of them will have a authenticated access. Okay. So on the top of customer, I did not use, but on the top of home I used, on the top of error I used, on the top of account controller also I just used. But don't use on customer controller. Don't use that on the customer controller. See, with this change, now all controllers in the project will not run because we enable home controller, error controller, and account control also will not run. And to overcome the problem, okay, add allow anonymous attribute on the top of the three controller classes by importing Microsoft.asp.NET Code.authorization namespace. We do it on all the three right now. Is that clear? All three. Home also, error also, account also. All these particular three. Okay. Now let me talk about this return URL. Yeah, I said you about a problem now. What is the problem? When I click on add customer, it opened my login page. After login, it has to open me add customer, not home page. When should it open home page? If directly I click on login, open the home page here. Did you catch my point? See, ran the application here. Directly I click on login. Directly I click on the login. What should open? Login page. After login, home page. That is correct only. But if I go like this, I'm sorry. Oh, here for all we have it. But customer controller, we want to display customer as allow anonymous and display customers also allow anonymous. Customers, yeah, add, open the login. Once I click on the login, it has to take me to add customer. It has to take me to the add customer only in this context, but it is not taking me to add customer. Where is it taking? Homepage. It's wrong. It should not take you to a homepage now. It has to take you to the add customer. How to fix it? I showed you that only. When I click on this, in the URL, we saw something called as a return URL. What is the return URL? Once again, watch it. What the return URL is? When I click on this, you see the return URL there. Means, what is the meaning, you know? After the login is completed, return back to. That is what. We need to modify our code now. Why? Because in our login action, we clearly written there. What? Go to home index. Go to home index. Okay. But what is the actual requirement? It has to go to customer, add customer. And that functionality was not included up here. That functionality was not included up here. So how can we fix the problem? Okay, we'll tell you. Read it. Return URL. After bringing authentication into picture, if we try to open any of the secured resource, it will first open login view to login. But after the login process completed, it will take us to index action of home controller, but not to the view we have selected. And to overcome this problem, when we are being redirected to login page, okay, when we are being redirected to login page from any secure resource, then the URL will contain the address of the page to where it has to be redirected after login. After login, where it has to be redirected. And we find it with the key name return URL. So we can use the return URL for redirecting back to the original view we requested after the successful login. And to do that, make the following change now. Make the following change. What change? Go to login model, guys. Go to login model. What are attributes in the login model? But now you have fourth attribute also, return URL. Now you are going to have a fourth attribute. What is the fourth attribute? A return URL will be the fourth attribute. So what you will do now is in the login model, add this first. Okay. See, if the return URL is null or empty, if the return URL is null or empty, what is meaning? Directly you click the login and coming. No, the return URL is not null or empty. Means you're coming from some page. I need to check that only in my login code. I need to check that only in my login code. Okay. How to check that in the login code? I'll tell you. Just a minute. Before that, first go to login.cshtml and see this. What are you doing? You're setting the title for this. And here, you also require to write the code to read the login value, to read that particular value. What? Return URL. See, where some variable name. Return URL is equals to request.query string. Remember that? Request.query string. You can read the return URL. So it is going to read the URL in the address bar now. It is going to read the URL in the address bar. Where is it stored? In the variable called as return URL. In the variable called as return URL. See that? This is your old code. You added this line now. Are you getting me? And pass this value to your for your controller action method. How to pass? Route. ASP hyphen route. You remember passing the route I said to you. See, if you want to pass a customer ID, what did you say? Hyphen. If you want to pass a student number, hyphen. You want to pass a return URL, hyphen return URL is equals to, where is the value? At the rate return URL. So this value is going to come to your method. Which method? In the form of a in the form of a route now. In the form of a route. It is going to come in the form of a route. Okay. So watch. What did I do? Return URL. That is added there. Okay. Now let us go to the account controller. Go to the login post. And here watch. Just put a breakpoint, guys. Just all of you put a breakpoint. I did not make any modification. Watch it. Just watch it. Add customer. Click on login. You came here now. In the login model, you added the fourth attribute return URL. Do you remember? Check. The return URL contains a value now. What is that? If this is null or empty, I take you to home index. No, it is not null or empty. I'll take you to the return URL. I'll redirect you to the return URL. That's it. That's only what I should do. In the if condition here. Okay, here I need to check it out. What I should check with null or empty. Watch it, guys. I already said about this function, remember? Is null or means no value or null value. What? Login model dot return URL. Where to go? Index. Else. Else. Else what? Return URL. Login model dot return. It has to redirect me to the return URL what is listed there. Okay, watch again. Directly now we'll do one thing. What we will click on the login directly first. I won't click on any customers, anything. Straight away, login. Login. Now see, watch it all of you. In the login model, do I have a return URL? What value? Empty. Now see, we'll come here, login succeed. And now, this condition true or not? Null or empty? Yeah, true. It is empty. So, going to index. It went to index now. Okay, log out. Customers. Add new customer. Click on the login. Okay. Now, oh, it won't log in here. When I call redirect to action, I should specify controller name and all. We discussed about this also, remember? Redirect to action means what you require to write? Action method name, and you cannot write the URL. If you want to write the URL, the method is redirect. One day I showed you redirecting to Facebook, redirecting Google. When I explained about all the URL, all the action results, so I showed you about redirect. It will redirect you from one place to another place. See, basically redirect means it will redirect you within the site, out of the site also. But you have another method called as redirect only within the site. Two redirects are there. One is local redirect. Redirects only within the site. Redirect can be redirect or out of the site. Here, out of the site redirection should not happen. Should redirect only within the site. So what is the method? Local redirect and pass that. Okay. What is the difference between this and this? If I want here, I require to write them. If I want to use redirect to action, first I should specify the action method name, controller name. But I don't have action method name, control name. I have URL there. Yes or not? So I should call local redirect. That's the mistake I made. So how to test? Go to customers. Go to add new customer. Click on login. So guys, observe. This is what I'm telling you. If you guys watch it, you don't have customer controller name and action method name separately here. Both are present in a URL format. If they are separately coming, I can pass the two values there. They are not coming. How are they coming? As a URL. That is why the method I should use is local redirect. Now, come guys, succeeded. Now this condition is false. When this condition is false, comes to else part now, and see, you landed in add customer now. Watch. Are you clear? Otherwise, where you're going? Home. No, I don't want to go to home page. I want to come to. When should I go to home page? If I directly perform a login from here, home page is fine. If I directly log in from here, home page is fine. But when I come to here, when I click on the edit and log in, I should be in the edit page now. See there, you're back in the edit page. Is it clear? What next? So we are done with these things now. Okay. Well, the next thing is email confirmation. What is email confirmation? Anytime you notice you forgot your password, you clicked on forgot password. What it will ask you? Enter an email ID to receive a forgot password link. Am I correct? Wow, great. You are watching your application. Sir, it will ask you email ID. Then I will go to your account and I'll enter my email ID, or I'll receive the receipt password link now. It will enter user ID. That's all. It won't ask email ID. Why? Use your common sense there. What is it? I know your user ID. I entered the user ID and clicked on forgot password. If it asks me the email ID, I'll enter my email ID now. I will receive the link and I will change the password now. Very secure now. It will never ask you email ID at all. What it will ask you? Enter the registered user ID. Then you will receive a reset password link to your email now. So first you should give an email at the time of registration, correct? And that email it will send you. So what it will ask you is only the user ID. Are you clear? Unless today phones came now, OTPs, it is generating and asking you about the OTPs and all. But still, someone steals your phone, that is also going now. So this is only the correct process. What is it? Enter the user ID. The mail comes to your registered email ID. Are you clear? But what happened, when you registered, you entered a wrong email ID. When you registered, you entered a wrong email ID. Are you clear? You entered a wrong email ID and registered off now. At the time of registration, you did not bother. Okay, registered. Today you forgot your password now. And now you want to change the password. You entered the user ID. Mail will go. Whom? Not you now. What wrong email ID you given? The mail goes to there now. Yes or not? For that reason, in most of the applications, we'll have a functionality called as confirm email. What is the confirm email? Once after the registration process is completed, an email will be generated by the system and will be sent to the email account what you entered. Did you catch my point? You are registered here. In the registration, you entered email ID, register. And immediately what the system will do, the system will send you a mail to your email ID. So you should go and click on the register. Then only your account will be active. Until then, your account will not be active now. This is a double security what we are adding. Same way you can do it for phone numbers also. Enter phone number. Phone number right or wrong? For that, it will send you an OTP on your mobile and you will be entering the OTP and confirming it. Yes or not? Like we have email confirmations, mobile confirmations, all these particular functionalities can be added in the application. I want to show you how you go for a email confirmation. What is that? Once after the registration is completed, what should happen? A mail should be sent to my registered email ID. And once I go there and click on that, then only it should allow me to access the account. Until then, the account should not be accessible. And for this, your identity framework has given a column in the table. Yesterday, you remember in the table, users table, what I shown you, there's an email column now. And beside that only is email confirmed column is also present. Go and see there. We created 2 accounts now. Select star from ASP net. Correct? ASP net users. So this is the table C. Is the email confirmed? No. The email ID is not confirmed. So it's it's not valid now. The email ID should be confirmed. Without confirming, login operation should not work. Did you catch my point or not? Without email confirming, login operation should not work. You entered a valid user ID. You entered a valid password. You entered a valid user ID password, but your email is not confirmed. Did you catch my point or not? You entered a valid user ID, you entered a valid password, but your email ID is not confirmed. So login operation should fail now. Are you getting me or not? It's a very, very important functionality what we need to add for more security, of the application. So I'll tell you a small scenario. Suppose, for example, there is a user and his email account is something @gmail.com. His email account is this one, guys. It is his email account. Okay. But what happened, when the user is registering, he entered a wrong email ID like this. This email ID belongs to another user now. And what is your email ID? Double N. But what you entered? Now see what will happen. Your recent passwords and all will go to this person now. Yes or not? So that's why if I give you an email confirmation option, you can go and verify whether you received a mail or not. If you don't receive the mail, what is the meaning? You entered wrong. So before proceeding, that's why email confirmation is one of a very, very important feature. Same way, email confirmation as well as mobile confirmations are also very, very important features what we should add for an double security for the applications. Is it clear? Okay. So how to add the functionality? I'll add it, but before that, I want to tell you one thing. What? Let me go to login. Let me go to login. And here what you're checking, password sign in async and giving the two values, username and password. If the user sign in is a success, you are giving this one. No, guys, before this, I want to do one more thing now. What do you want to do? I want to also check, is the email confirmed or not? Are you getting me? If the email is not confirmed, I'm not going to allow you to log in and show you a message. What is it? Your email is not confirmed. Your email is not confirmed. So right now the email is not confirmed, correct or not? Right now email is not confirmed. Why? We have false there. Okay. So how to fix this? How to just fix this particular functionality? So to fix that particular functionality, guys, just a second. So register, just I missed it. Why email confirmation? Post action method. Okay. So just a second. Now, here, written model state dot is valid here. Written model state dot is valid. What are you doing? Directly calling password sign in async. Password sign in async. But before that, guys, just I'm adding some few lines of code. Let me copy paste. Will tell you what are the code. Where user is equals to user manager dot find by name async. There is a method called as a find by name async, find by ID async, find by email async. You can give this and you can find the user now because all these are unique now. Your ID is unique. Your username is unique. And also your email ID is unique now. Last class we saw that is email ID unique? Yes. Email ID should be unique. So now see this. What is that? User manager dot. What am I passing? I'm passing the name. When I pass the name, it will return me the user. Means I will get the user information now. And I'm not passing the password. I'm only passing the name and getting. Means, is this user existing in my records or not? Is this user existing in my records or not? Watch it. User is not equal to null. Means existing or not existing? Existing here, not equal to null. Existing. User should be existing. And check the password. Check the password. Username and password. See, user manager dot check password. It's a Boolean again. It is a Boolean. Means it is true. This is true. User is existing. Password is correct. User is existing. Password is correct. Your existing user, your password is also correct, but your email is not confirmed. Did you catch my point or not? Understood? User is existing.
Given password is also correct, but you are not confirmed. You are not confirmed user. See, if user is not existing, I don't require to bother about it. Password is wrong. I don't check all these things now. When I'm checking, see the conditions. First condition, user is existing. Second condition, all AND operator, not OR operator, AND operator. Password is valid. Now, email is not confirmed. Then I'm telling what? And simply I'm saying return view and open you back the view. Are you clearer or not? Return view and open you back the appropriate view. That's it. So here, they're going to stop you now. Watch it. Is my email ID confirmed now? See the table. What is the value? False. Email ID is not confirmed. Correct? So now, I will not be able to log into the application. I will not be able to log into the application. Come on, click on the login. Okay, I'm entering a correct user ID password. Click on, oh, shall I put a breakpoint here? Come on, let's add a breakpoint. Click on the login. Model state is valid. Now see, passing the name now. What is the name? M.Bangar Raju, and going to get the details of the user now. Watchman, you will get all my details now. Everything what I entered came now. And see that email confirmed. What? You can see you have multiple methods like this. Find by name async, find by ID async, find by email async. All these are unique. You can use any of those things and get the user details. Okay. Now, user not equal to null. Yes, user is not equal to null. Check the password with the given password. Password is valid. The user is a valid user. Okay. Email ID is not confirmed. So what happens? See, come inside and display the error message. Your email ID is not confirmed. I'm giving a wrong password, man. I'm giving the wrong password. Click on login. And come here. This condition failed here. So comes to here. And now it is going to check password sign in async. And this is false. And now it will tell you invalid login credentials. Okay. When I give my correct things, then remove the breakpoint. I think I entered wrong. What is the password? Raju @1024. Now the message should be your email ID is not confirmed. Hope you guys are clear. If my email ID is confirmed, I should be allowed to log in. So first this functionality should be added to login. Clearer or not? The functionality is added to login. Okay, sir. What next? Basically, these two accounts right now and manual, I should make one. Then it works. Array. But that's not the correct process now. What is the correct process? When the registration is done, a mail should be sent to the given email account. And now the user will come and click on the confirm. When the user clicks on the confirm, then the value in the table should change to 1 and the application should work. That is the correct flow. Manually going and changing means every day will you go and change it manually? Yeah? No, that's not the correct thing now. Means right now these two users cannot log in now. Are you clear? Okay, we'll do one thing first. Let me delete the 2 records in the table, guys. Why? Even the present also no use. Delete from ASP net users. So no records in the account. There are no records in the account. So we'll try registration again. But now in the register, I want to add the extra functionality now. What extra functionality? The functionality for sending an email. Are you clear? In the register, I'm adding the extra functionality for sending the email. Okay, come on, let's do it. Go to And nothing to do with login. Login is completed. Go to register. Get a poster. Get a poster. Brainless fellows. Post here. When you will send a mail. In get request, will send mail. Huh? Post request. When you're posting, then you should send the mail. In the post, the mail has to be generated now. We need to write the code for sending an email now. We need to write the code for sending an email. Yeah. Okay. We'll see how to write the code for sending an email, guys. If all you want to send an email, how you're going to send an email? Okay. Just a minute. Watch it first. Succeeded. When you succeeded, result not succeed, means registration is completed. Then only the mail should be sent. Will you send it when the registration is successful or when the registration is failure? Registration success now. Now we need to send a mail now. Okay. We'll do that, guys. How to send the appropriate mail when the registration is successful. How to send a mail. First thing is, I need to remove these 2 lines of code. Am I correct? What I'm doing there, when the registration is success, what am I doing? Yesterday I explained you, today you forgot. Ray, after registration, what next, man? Sign in the application, man. Are you seeing the redirect to action, putting blank faces here? What are you doing? You know English now? Clearly showing there now. What is that? Sign in afterwards. Then I won't sign in now. Why? Your email should be confirmed. Why will I sign in now? I'm not going to do a sign operation. So these 2 lines should be removed off now. No sign in, no redirection. Did you catch my point? There is no sign in now. There is no redirection. Why? Your email ID is not confirmed. So here I need to write the code for sending an email now. For sending an email. Okay, sir, you'll send an email. Afterwards, which page will show for me? Which page only, huh? You're wrong now. Should not show the reach page now. See, should not show home page or index page also. Should not show reach page also. Are you getting my point? Think wise. No rocket science here. Registration is completed. When the registration is completed, why will you show reach page still on you? But what is not completed? Your email confirmation is not completed. So I cannot show you home page index also now. Are you clear? And I cannot show you login page also now. Why? They're still not confirmed. So let's do one thing. Let's create a general page and show there what your registration is completed. A confirm email link is sent to your email. Go and click on it. Are you clearer or not? So let us display one page showing the particular information. Are you clear? What page? I want to create a generic page, guys, for displaying the messages. So let us go to the views now. Let's go to the views now. In the share folder, I am adding one view now. Add a view. Rather view empty. What name? Display messages. That's all. Display. What message? Any message here. I will show information message. I'll show error message. Any message. Display messages. Just like see, on that day we created a client error page, server error page with one title and message. Now, I too want to do the same thing here. One title and one label. Sorry, one paragraph to display the message. That's it. Nothing more here. Watch. What should come here? What should come here? You have a paragraph here and you have a H1 element. Okay. So 2 values should be sent here now. One is template of title. Second one, template of message. Okay. So what I'm telling is, in the account controller, once the registration is completed, here you need to write the code for email. I'll tell you what is the code. Finally, what you do is simply say, you View data. What is the name, guys? Temp data. Okay. Okay. No props. Oh, you can't use view data here, no? Template of title is equals to, give a title for this now. Give a title. Next, template of message is equals to, give a message for this. What is the title you want to give? Your choice now. What title you want to show there? What title you want to show there? Is the title now. What is the message you're showing me? A confirm email link has been sent to your registered mail. Click on it to confirm. And then return view, which view? Display messages. But still I have pending code of sending the mail there. I did not still write. But earlier I have made you to sign in and opened you the homepage index. But now I am not signing you in. Watch it. Still, this account will not be active. I'll delete the account. Just showing you, that's all. What happened yesterday and what happened today, just observe the difference. Right now, we don't have any account to log in, right? So go to register. Fill in the details. Fill in all the details. Click on register. When you click on register, okay, space is not allowed. Wrong enter. 1024. Click on register. Yesterday, it has taken to home index, correct? See now. It did not take to home index. What is it showing you? An email confirmation link has been sent to your registered email. Click on it to confirm. This is what it is showing you. Are you clearer or not? Now what you require to open your email. Click on the link. Once the link is clicked, it gets activated. It gets activated. Until then, login will not work. Check it out. Your login will not work. Email is not confirmed. If my email is confirmed, will the login work? Yes or not? Just for the time being, I'll delete the record here. I'll delete the record. Just for the time being, I'm writing update. Set email confirmed is equals to 1. Wrong. It is wrong way. But just showing you, that's it. Check yourself. Login worked. Why? We have manually set it. Okay, that's wrong. Let me delete it. And okay, what's the main intention here? Sending an email. What's the main intention? Sending an email. Now we need to write code here for sending an email. We need to write all the code here for sending an email. So how to send an email, sir? If you want to send an email, first you require to install one package, one NuGet package called as MimeKit. We require to install one NuGet package called as, MailKit, not MailKit, it's MimeKit only. Just a minute. The namespace name is MailKit, I think. I forgot. Where I written the package name? MailKit only. I'm sorry. MailKit NuGet package. Okay. Oh, I reversed it. MailKit and namespace name is MimeKit. I just said wrong. Okay. Just go to tools. NuGet. What is the name? MailKit. Yeah, guys, listen. Okay. An open source .NET mail client library for Windows, Mac, Linux, and mobile platforms, OS and Android. For everything it works. Install. Okay. Guys, I need to write the code here now. Where is my account control is missing here? Yeah, I need to write the code here. Lot of code here, not one line or 2 lines of code. Lot of code is there. We'll write as a separate method and call it here. Are you clear? Because I need that code again for a forgot password. For sending the mail code, I need again for a forgot password now. Okay, that's why without writing 2 times, let's write as a method and call it. Let's write as a method and call the appropriate method. Okay, so I want to write one method now. What is the method? Send mail region mailing code. Look, guys, I'm writing a method. What is the method? I'm passing few attributes to it. One, second one, request link subject. What is identity user? When the user is registered, to register a user, you created the instance. Why that? Under that, I have the email ID. I need an email ID now. So that's why I want the identity user. Second one, what is request link? I'll tell you. Third one is subject. What is this? You are sending this mail for a confirm email or reset password? Tell that. Because I'll use the same method for both. I said you already. Are you getting me? So I want it for confirm email. So next I want to use it for reset password. Then I'll change the subject here now. Now the request link. All of you used reset passwords now. And when you do reset password, what you see, you will receive a mail now. You open the mail. What you see there? Louder. Oh, in the email, you will see old password, new password text boxes. What are you telling? What you see in the mail? Tell me. You will see a link. You will see a link to click. When you click on the link, it opens a page now, and there you see the text boxes to reset. Yes or not? So when you click on this, it has to take you to your link, a particular place now. A link will be shown. That is what the request link is. The email should contain the link now. So when the user clicks on the link, where it has to bring, that is what. Okay, we need to generate this link now. What is the link? http://account/ one action method name, confirm email. Any action method name here. What is that? Confirm email. So how the link should be there? Slash your port slash account slash whatever there is. This is a method. We need to write this method first. Okay, we'll write it. Hold. But see, this is the link. It will come there. For everyone, same link only now. For every user, same link. Then how do you differentiate? How do you differentiate now? This is for this user, this is for this user. You need a differentiation now. So concatenate the user's ID, concatenate the user's ID as a query string now. Concatenate the user's ID as a query string. For every user, once a user account is created, there is a unique ID in the column. Did you notice it? Oh, we deleted the record. Okay, we'll see the column name. The ID is unique generated. Yesterday I showed you 32-bit alphanumeric string GUID. The GUID will be present. So concatenate the GUID colon something, some ID is equals to, and put that there. Okay. And actually, two values are required here. Actually, two values will be required. One is the ID, and second one is called as a token. Second one is called as a token. What is the token? Means for everyone, it will generate one token also. It will generate one token also. What is it? 2-3 times you clicked on the link now. 2-3 times, not here. For I forgot password. 2-3 times you say forgot password, forgot password, forgot password. What will happen? 3 links will come now. How to differentiate now? So every link will be having because all the 3 links will have same ID only now. So that's the second parameter is a token. What is the token? A token is an alphanumeric string that is generated and concatenated. 2 values will be present. One is ID with some value here, and second one is a token with some value here. Both should be there. Okay, when the user clicks on the link now, automatically it will hit the action method now. Which action method? And passes the ID and token, ID and the token. And now based on this ID and token, I'll update that in the data. Sorry, I will update the record in the database and changes to 1. And now your email, your login account starts working now. Okay, so what should be present? ID. Okay. So how to generate this token? How to generate that particular email link? What is it? Request link. How to generate the request link? Okay, guys. To generate this request link here, you don't require to write any code first. The first step is look at this. You need to generate a token first. How to generate a token? There is a direct method. Generate email verification token. For whom? For the user. Generate a confirmation token for this particular user. Is that clear? So it will generate you a token value. It generates you a token value. Okay. Next. You want a link now, correct? You want a link now. And the link should contain 4 things. Controller name, action method name, ID, protocol, HTTP, HTTPS. That's all bit confusion, sir. Directly, you are given with a method called URL.action. For this, you are going to pass the details now. What is it? Action method name, controller name, user ID is equals to, and you give any name here, no problem here. This is only a key. Token is equals to token. See now, do you have all the 4 values now? What? Action method name, controller name, ID, token. You want HTTP, HTTPS, that's again a confusion now. For that, you just simply use request.schema. This request.schema will take the responsibility of identifying whether you are running an HTTP protocol or HTTPS protocol, and will generate you a link based on that now. Are you clear or not? And this will contain the appropriate link. Means this link will be like this. Not idea. What I used? This link will be like this. Why? We are using HTTPS protocol now. So it will generate you the link. And this domain name and all will be identified by request.scheme. It will identify what is the protocol, what is the domain name. I did not enter them there now. That will recognize. It will recognize and use and generates you one confirmation link. Clearer? Now, shall I call this method? Which method? Come on. Send mail. Send mail. What should I pass for send mail? See, guys? Identity user. Okay, let's pass it. Identity user. Already created on the top there. Comma. What is the second thing? String request link. The request link is nothing but the confirmation URL link now. comma, subject. What do you want the subject? Subject is confirm email. Confirm email or confirm email link, whatever it is. Confirm email confirmation link. You write anything here, that doesn't matter at all. That's just a string. What is that? Email confirmation link. So now when the registration is succeeded, it will call you this method. That method will send a mail. Once the method is sent in a mail, these 3 lines of code will take you to display message and show you that information. What? I sent an email, go and click on the link now. Is it clear? What is pending now? We prepared everything now. We need to write the code for sending an email. Answer my question here. All of you send mails every day now. What does an email contain in it? What are the attributes for an email? From address to address, optionally CC, BCC, optionally CC, BCC, attachments here. All these 3 are optional. From and to mandatory. From and to mandatory. Optional. CC, BCC, attachment. Next, subject. And it is subject, body. They are the important things now. So what are mandatory? From to subject, body. Optional, CC, BCC, attachments. 7, but 4 are mandatory things here. We need to put all this particular 4 mandatory, from address to address and all. Okay. So your body, how the body is 100%? How you are expecting the body? Means a mail will come now. How you are expecting it? I'm expecting it. Click on the link below to confirm your email. It should show me, hello user. Click on the link below to confirm your email. Why hello user? Name is there na? Hello. Show my name now. Click on the link below to confirm your email. And the link should come below now. Afterwards, regards or thank you, customer support. That is the body. Are you clear? Okay, first we'll generate the body, guys. We'll generate the body first. Watch this code. What I done? And you remember, when you want to manipulate a string, never use a string. What should I use? String builder, because strings are immutable. Yes or not? Declared string builder. What's now? What is the name of it? Mail body. Mail body dot append. What are you writing? Hello. 2 line breaks. Correct. Next. Because I'm going to use the same for email confirmation also, as well as forgot password also. So that's why the subject is what it shall show. No, yeah, the subject is change password. That is the next step. That is the next step. Now focus only on the if now. What it has to show. Click on the link below to confirm your email. Next, a break. The request link. Next, 2 breaks. Regards. Oh, 2 times we added that. Okay. Just wrongly typed. Okay. Line breaks. Regards. Line breaks. Customer support. This is your body now. So all the body is stored in the mail body. This should be sent in the mail now. This should be sent in the mail. Okay, we'll send that. Now, you require 2 addresses now. One is from address, one is to address. To represent an address, all of you remember, to represent an address, you have a class called as mailbox address. Create the instance of it, and here, and write the email ID from where you are going to send it. Generally, every company will have a customer support account. Will have a customer support account for generating the mails. For the time being, you use your email IDs there. You use your email ID. From and to use the same ID, no problem. Okay. Or if you have multiple IDs, try alternatively. Okay. So for sending these mails, I have one customer support account, what I maintain for showing in the classrooms. So I'm using that customer support account. This is my customer support account. I have this customer support account available. So let me use that in my code. NITHelpCenter1234@gmail.com. Okay. And second one, two address is user given address. I cannot give static value here. Where is it? Are you clear? See, what is the name? Here we said customer support. Here the name is the name of the user and the email. And the email should pass this to. Okay. So from address and to address are clear. Next. So these are the classes which represents the from and to. And now guys, this is a class which represents the body of the mail. What is the name? Body builder. This represents the body of the mail. So body builder not is equals to mail body. What mail body? Single ray dot posting. See now, you got from address, you got to address, you got body, all the body. Okay. What next? The next one is, this is the important class. What? This represents the mail now. And for this, you need to add all the four values. What all four? From, to, subject, body. All four should be added now. How? Look, guys. Mail message dot from dot add. Mail message dot to dot add. Mail message dot subject is equals to subject. Already subject is given in the form of a string on the top. Next. Body is equals to body builder dot to message body. All the four. You want CC going forward? Then mail message dot. No, sorry. Mail message dot CC. Everything is present there. You can use that appropriately. That's it. Are you clear? So first, what you do? You build your body now, and that is assigned to the bodybuilder. That is assigned to the bodybuilder as a HTML body. Now everything is attached to my message from to subject body. What next? The next thing is, guys, if at all you want to send a mail, to anyone, you're required to take the help of a class called as SMTP client. SMTP client. Why? What is the SMTP client, sir? Actually, for uploading photographs and all, we use FTP. Same way for mails, we have a separate server called SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. You need a SMTP basically. Do you remember in the starting classes, I explained you how to register a domain name and hosting. I shown you that options. Do you remember? On that day, we saw different hosting plans, deluxe plan, like a basic plan, like this. We saw different options. Now, do you remember in the deluxe plan, you saw an option like an free email also? Means they provide you one DNS server. They provide you a DNS server. Means tomorrow you are hosting your website on GoDaddy. GoDaddy has a SMTP server using which the mails can be sent. Okay, you're hosting an Azure. GoDaddy, Microsoft is bigger than the GoDaddy. Microsoft has an SMTP server for sending the mails now. You just go to AWS. AWS provides you an SMTP server. GCP, Google SMTP server. Everyone will provide you SMTP server. So what happens now? When you host the domain, they'll provide you all the SMTP details now. Server name, port number, all details will be given. You can log into the SMTP server with your credentials. But now we did not host it anywhere, sir. We did not host anywhere now. Yes or not? Because you did not host anywhere, remember guys, for the time being, you can use the the Google's SMTP server. You can use the Google SMTP server. The Google SMTP server is provided free of cost. The Google's SMTP server is provided for you free of cost. You can just take the help of the Google SMTP server now without again going to the public side. You can use the Google SMTP server. The name of the Google SMTP server is smtp.gmail.com. smtp.gmail.com. Just come here. smtp.gmail.com. There is a Google SMTP server. See, Gmail SMTP settings. And basically it runs for you on some port. It runs for you on a port. You're required to provide all the details here. So what you need to do now is you need to create the instance of one class called as SMTP client class and provide the SMTP details. Watch it, all of you. These 2 lines of code. Create the instance. Not coming means namespace issue. Right click. Quick actions and refactorings. SMTP mail. Forgot. Okay. All the namespaces are listed on the top. Before writing the code, what namespaces to be imported. Yeah. System.text mailkit.net.smt. I said all the things on the top. Okay. Well, now what to do? Login. How to log in? Connect to this. Connect to this. Who? SMTP dot and port number. And this 2 is whether you want to use a secured socket layer, SSL. Yeah, SSL only. We are already on HTTPS protocol now. If I say false means HTTP protocol. Okay. Well, now to connect to the server, use your common sense to connect with a server. Don't require credentials. Everyone can connect. I don't have a Gmail account. Can I connect to it? I cannot. I need the credentials now. You need to supply the credentials in the next line. You need to supply the credentials in the next line. How? Authenticate. Supply your email ID in this place. Supply your email ID here. What's the email ID? For testing purposes, do you have a sample email ID now? This is the email ID. Okay, this is the email ID. Second one, what is the second attribute? Generally, password. Generally, what is the proper password? But for security reasons, directly we have password here. If you want to use your email ID here, what you're required to do is you're required to go to your Gmail and generate one app password. Generate a password and that password should be used. You don't use your regular password. That password will not work here. Okay. So what to do is you're required to open the Gmail and you're required to generate a app password. How's it? What's your account? NIT Help Center 1234. Okay. Yeah, my password for this account is just log in into this and watch it. When you log in into the Gmail, here, if you have a profile picture, it will show you a profile picture here. If you don't have a profile picture, it will show you the first character of your name. Click on that, guys. And click on manage your Google account. Manage your Google account. Okay. So if you come below, In the left hand side, go to security tab here. In the left hand side, go to security. Now, in the right hand side, it will ask you for some few details here about two-step verification. You're required to enable the two-step verification, remember. You're required to enable, I listed everything in the notes for you, the two-step verification. And isn't how to sign in. No. Okay. What is that feature? Yes. Two-step verification property is on. Here only. Two-step verification on. When you click on that, yeah. When you click on that, you'll find here configured. Now click on app passwords option. In the bottom, you have seen app passwords are not recommended or unnecessary in most cases to help keep your account secure. Use sign in with Google to connect apps. That sign into Google, we did not still enable that. That also we'll see, but this is for sending a mail. So we'll have an option called app passwords. Click on that. Already I have one app created. Just let me delete that app. Okay. So here it will open a window, and here you need to go selecting a app. What app are you going to create? Just go for a custom. Okay, give a name for it. Just giving a name as MVC app or my MVC app, any name you like. And click on generate. It generates a password to you. Copy this password now. Come to your application. And here you're required to give the generated password. Is that clear? Now it will log in. It will log in. Otherwise, why it won't happen for you like this is generally, mostly now you have two-step verification. Someone suddenly you log into a public, have you noticed that you'll get an alert on your mobile? You need to go for activating it. And right now, here we are, this is happening in the background. Here we are not logging. When we register, a mail is sent now. Yes or not? When you register, a mail is sent. Here, how to open the activity on the mail mobile, that's not possible. Nah. That is why it generated one new password and giving you and telling you, if you use this password without the two-step verification, I will allow you to log in into the site now. And remember, guys, whose login account you're logging? NIT Help Center, not the customer. Customer, you can't log in into your account only. It's nothing but the customer support account. The customer support account tomorrow, if you are developing an application, mostly your email ID or the company's email ID, that is. Okay. And finally, after logging and doing all these things, yeah, this is done. Your that will be valid. Simply say send. It'll send off the mail now. It's going to send off the mail now. Okay. Okay, guys, let's quickly run. Activating will write tomorrow. Just let us see whether mail is generated or not. We deleted everything from the database table now. So there is no current user right now. Okay. So we'll register a new user. Register. Providing the details. Click on register. Oh, I forgot to tell you. We need to register the token again here in our program class. Okay, we'll do it tomorrow. We need to also token provider. We are generating a token now. The token provider service should be registered again in the program class. Okay, I missed it. Okay, we'll see tomorrow.